All right. Thanks for joining us for our last meeting of the year. For Flex, the 2023-24 requirements, you're going to need to do 12 content and 6 teachers selected. I've listed our courses for this summer on Eduphoria. I also listed them in ArtBeat, and there's like direct link there. There is a course called Merging AOE, and that's the Art of Education, and Fort Worth ISD curriculum for art teachers. And this course, you can take it multiple times for credit. And this is a place where you can collaborate, you can do your unit planning for the year, but basically you're going to do some of that curriculum planning and then count it as your flex as well. So we will have additional courses on those flex days that are going to be worked into the calendar on the 6th, the 9th of October, and then also the 25th of March. So if you like having those days off during the school year, plan to get your content flex done this summer. We're not going to be offering as much just because, you only need 12 this year. Okay, for the Art of Ed, that Pro, those who currently have access to Pro you'll have that at least till the end of June. We will put together that list of who's going to be getting it next year by the end of this month. And those will start July 1st. We basically do it by, if you had it this year and you're using it, we try to make sure you get it again. But if someone who hasn't had it and wants it, we kind of need to switch out sometimes. So we'll work through putting that list together pretty soon. The Flex, that's the curriculum piece. Everyone will have access to that again next year. So yay. And this should actually be like Fort Worth ISD Flex. So you'll be able to continue to use Art of Ed for your Fort Worth ISD Flex, but it can only count as the content flex if you put it through our department. So a couple people waited until after our deadline and then tried to submit it through the PLI department, and then they only counted as teacher selected. So make sure you're staying on top of that. But if you want to get started early, you do have to wait until May 27th to do that Art of Ed Pro, or it won't count as your flex. So it has to be after the school year ends. Inventory. Again, this is just your consumables, just your equipment, not your consumables. This will help us determine what we need on those replenishment schedules. And the instructions are in the Art of Ed handbook. You're basically just going over that list again. And if you still have everything, you initial it. It shouldn't take you very long. That's for high school. Okay, supply orders. Kevin sent out your amounts via email, I think last Friday. And so, again, we're going to be ordering through the VPA Faculty Command Center through purchase orders. And I need to check to see if that form is ready to go. Someone already is ready and was asking me. So let me check on that and I'll send out an email when that's live again, but that's where you're going to do it. And then just a review, this is all in the handbook, but all orders go through school specialty or the Fort Worth ISD warehouse, except for ink and toner, clay, cameras, and technology. If there's some item that you can't find on those things and you need to use another vendor, you'll need to get approval from me, but try to keep that list as small as possible. Again, this is how you submit your order. You're going to go to school specialty. You're going to use the same login that you did last year. You're going to make your shopping list. You're going to submit it. And then you're going to save that PDF. And then that goes on that Faculty Command Center under purchase order. When you're doing the reason, make sure you're specific about that they're for classroom supplies so we can get it the approval. And then very, very important is going to the part of the form that's it's on the Faculty Command Center under Visual Arts, track progress of your purchase order. Make sure your purchase order is on there. I have some people, months later say, oh, I put it in June and it wasn't there. So I don't know what happened on the form, but it didn't make it through. So check to make sure that once you've submitted it, it's actually on there. And then that's where it gets updated, when it goes through the requisition and all that stuff. Amazon, we do get to order from Amazon this year. but we really struggle with Amazon. Sometimes if the price changes, they delete it all. Sometimes if we submit it and they don't process it through purchasing within 7 days, then it gets deleted and we have to start over. So this really needs to be your items that you can't find anywhere else, or there's a huge, huge price difference. But really we'd rather have you order from Dick Blick than Amazon, just because of the struggles we've had there. But if it's something that you really need and you can't find somewhere else, we're willing to keep trying for you, but really keep that list very, very limited. But that is all I have for you today. So thank you for a great year. And if you have any questions, please stay on. But we really appreciate you being here and sticking it out through this year. And glad that most of you are coming back this next year. We had very few people move on. So way less than last year. So thanks for being here. And any questions?
Oh, yes, I have one.
Yes, Pam.
Ordering from for a different for a primary school,
Mhm.
is there a great teacher or a teacher to like talk to about what I should be ordering? And do you need the principal's permission to order certain things? Or do they have to approve anything?
I don't think so. It'll just, because the approval will still go through us. But I'll send you some names of some teachers that you can reach out to about
Okay.
some ordering help.
And was I supposed to contact the principal? I haven't heard back from her on the emails yet, or do I just leave her alone for a while?
Probably just leave her alone. She's like working on
Ending the
finishing
year.
out the year. Yeah, I would probably right after the school year ends, I'd reach out.
Okay, because what I'm trying to do is we have a lot of crayon sets and things I can take with me that I use at the middle school. So I was just I was trying to find a way to take it straight over there. I guess I could hold on to it and then do it.
I would just call the front office and see,
Oh, good one.
like, I would just go during because they open before your school does, I would just go before school
Oh,
and
okay.
drop it off.
Okay. All
Okay,
right. I appreciate it.
sure. Other questions?
I was just wondering, are you going to be here next year?
Right now I don't have a job.
Okay.
So they had the 4 of us who are in the office currently interview for the director of fine arts position last week. So we got to all put a presentation together in 2 days and go do that on Wednesday. We haven't heard back, but they do have 4 fine arts coordinator positions. So that is what my job is turning into, as a coordinator position. I have applied. They haven't done any interviews yet. So you will have someone that is supporting your department. I'm not 100% sure if that'll be me or not, but I am really glad that you at least have that, because that means the money can still go through us, then it's protected, and you'll still have someone looking out for you and advocating for visual arts. So, but
Okay.
I don't know right now.
I was just
But I do
wondering.
not have a job somewhere else yet. So,
Well, I hope you stay.
well, thanks.
Just,
They have to offer me a position for me to stay though. So, so we'll see. But,
Okay.
but glad to hear that they're keeping Kathy. Yay. So,
Oh, they're keeping Kathy?
yes, because it was kind of like back and forth for a little bit, and then they finally decided yes. So,
Okay.
but if anyone else does need to leave, please let me know as soon as possible. I do have some candidates available. So the sooner we know, the better. But right now we have very, very few people who have left this year. Because last year, I was still getting a lot of people retiring, and I think and then some movement within the district. I think I filled 40 positions last year. And right now, I think maybe I've done 4. So whatever has happened this year, I don't know if I can claim credit for that, but we've done a lot better with retention. I think it's just a better year in general for everyone. I think behaviors are getting a little bit better. It's great to be like doing our art back in person with our art shows and contests and that sort of thing. And yeah, I mean, there's still some struggles coming out of COVID, but overall, I feel like this is the best year we've had in like 3. So thanks for sticking with us through that. For those of you who were with us during that time, it was a little bit of a crazy ride, but yeah, but again, let me know if you are gonna leave, because the sooner we know, the sooner we can get someone in your spot, so. But, yeah, any other questions?
No.
All right,
Well, if I
well,
don't see you, nice working with you.
well, thanks. I do have a contract through August 31st, so I at least have that long. So sign up for some summer flex, and we'll see you then. And but also take some time to relax and enjoy your break. So, but we do appreciate you. I know middle school, I think, is our hardest area, and you guys are really in the trenches. So we really appreciate you, probably more so than everyone else, because you work probably the hardest. So.
I have
But-
like a question, but
Yes.
it's just I need to buy watercolor paper next year, and I'm trying to figure out which one to buy. There were two kinds here, and I don't know who got them, and I don't know what they are because they weren't labeled. So I don't know what to buy again. And one of them I liked, and one of them I didn't like.
That's hard.
So maybe if somebody has something that has a name on it that I can try, like to figure out what to buy next year, because the ones that I have a bunch of left,
Mhm.
like falls apart, and the kids hated it.
Okay. I don't know off the top of my head in terms of, let's see.
But
Think-
like maybe if someone has something that they like love, they could recommend. I don't know.
Um,
To the building, come to the main hall.
oh, I'll send you Krista Richards' email. She does a lot of watercolor, and so she can probably give you some suggestions as to which one to get. Unless someone else has one that they're like, oh, I love this one.
Yeah, there's one that I loved, but I have no
Okay.
idea what it was. It
Which
was
one
like, yeah, it was huge, and I had to fold it to cut it down, but it didn't have a label in it. So
Okay.
I have some big watercolor paper that I like using. I kind of want to say it's Saks, but when I get to school tomorrow, I can send you an email with the name and everything.
cool.
Tiffany, I had a question about Wacom's. Would those be ordered through the B&H technology website?
The what? Which item?
Wacom's, I wanted to try to get like a couple of Wacom's so my students can get a little bit more into digital art.
That will be, you'll probably have to get a quote from Lenora Scales, because that'll be technology,
Okay,
right? But I don't know. Yeah, she would know who we can do that through, but that's not a product I'm familiar with yet.
okay, because at first I wasn't going to try to get them, but then I just found out today that they are definitely doing MacBooks for middle school. Because I was
Yeah.
like, yay, iPads, they can draw pretty good with those. And then I was like, oh, MacBooks.
Yeah, yeah, it'll have to be, if it's anything technology, it has to go through Lenora.
Okay, I'll
She
email
can
her.
get you a quote, and if, yeah, because there's specific vendors she has to use. And yeah, so if we just try to put it on a regular order, they reject it. Right,
Okay, I have just a simple question.
sure,
I want to bring the photography, the cameras and all that to the art department. Do I
Sure.
need to take it off of the inventory, or do y'all do that when you see it? You know the inventories do?
yeah, go ahead and take it off the inventory if you're gonna bring it up here.
Okay, okay. Do I
Okay.
need to like write down like where they went to or not?
No, like we'll,
Deal
when
with
we
it?
find-
So-
yeah, when we find the place, we'll do that.
Okay, all right, thanks.
Sure. All right, well, have a fabulous summer. See you.
All right, take care. I left you a direct message. Can you, is there any way you can answer out on camera? Or, type it in?
Oh, yeah, in terms of like those type of placements,
Yes.
you're like, that's where you're gonna be. So I believe though, after a year, you can do a transfer after
But
that.
on her part, on her part, like what if it
Oh,
wasn't a choice, you know what I mean?
yeah, she doesn't get a choice
Oh, okay.
on
Sorry.
that one. So,
I just
yeah.
want to start off on the right foot this year.
yeah. Yeah, she's in two schools, because she's in the regular Western Hills Elementary and also the primary, so she's not even there a lot. So I think
Okay.
as long as you handle things in your room and
Yeah.
kind of leave her alone, she'll probably be fine.
Okay,
So,
okay.
Yeah, but
All
yeah,
right.
so direct most of your questions to us if you can, and I think you'll be good to go.
Okay, and I've already talked to the band. She's ready for me to take over for the art department.
Oh,
The-
excellent.
Yeah, she's been over everything, so she's ready to hand it over.
Okay. Sounds
right.
good.
But anyway, take care of yourself.
All right, thanks. Take care.
Goodbye.
Hey, Tiffany,
Yes.
do we have an update on my specific situation yet?
No, I sent an email because he was in his meeting last week and I have not heard back yet. So today's been kind of crazy. I will call tomorrow just to double check to see if that is gonna be okay for sure. It's Mr. Sanchez. But did you have any other updates on your campus, or is it still same as everything? Same?
Same, but
Okay.
Woodson is going to Meadowbrook. They just told us yesterday, so I'm gonna see if I can interview for that position, and then like you, I'm still waiting to hear back from the coordinator positions.
Okay, so what happened with Meadowbrook?
He's going to Meadowbrook next year.
Who is the principal?
Yeah, Sarah Woodson, our AP.
Oh, okay.
So that is open now. So, and I'm in, they pull from the pool and I'm in the pool.
Okay.
So I don't know. We'll see. He had to leave today. I'm going to try to grab him in the morning and just touch base. I mean, I just want to interview. So I
Okay.
don't know if that's a possibility or not, but I did receive an email last week saying that my information was released from the pool, where people can look at it and see it. So,
Okay.
I don't know, but I just want to make sure all my bases are covered.
Right.
Because I haven't started packing this room yet, but I need to, I guess. I'm just kind of waiting till next week.
Yeah. Let me know if he's going to interview you for the AP position.
Okay,
Okay. Just because we don't want to like hold up that spot at the other school either.
right,
Yeah, We're
exactly.
gonna,
Yeah. And I know,
Okay.
when they start doing that, they have to get a committee together and do all the candidates and blah, 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 blah. So I
yeah.
don't know what's gonna go